Okay, we're really starting, excuse me, to get to the point where we start adding players and really go through free agency, the draft, and we're really focused on, a lot's been talked about Jalen Ramsey. We're looking at our secondary, linebackers, defense, defense, defense. But we just really are not talking enough because it's the major need and it's the one major problem we've had for the last 4 years, as far as I can remember, is run defense, and interior linemen. So I'm going to show you some linemen that are available in free agency, what we can do in the draft, and why this is a major problem. And if we can get this shored up and get our interior linemen in a place where we can stop the run consistently, we're in good shape. I know we need corners. I know we need defense or defensive backs. I know linebackers would be great to have some more depth. But just take a look here. This is last year. We averaged 146 yards per game that we gave up on the ground. And you look at the other teams down here that just struggle. I mean, it's tough to give up that many yards per game. You look at 2021, same thing, 28th, bottom of the league, 2020. I bet you it's 28, same thing, 28, all the way down there, moving fast just because we've got so many. I want to look at this one, 21. So we're just in the bottom third giving up yards. It's so hard to win. I mean, that's what I love about football is no matter what era, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to stop the run in this basic form. If you can do that, you're going to be in good shape. If you can't, it's just hard to overcome. So there it was the last 4 years, or 28th, 29th, 20th in run defense. And so you look at our depth chart at our defensive tackle, Aleem McNeil, great, like him, still a young guy though. Isaiah Buggs, a good piece, no question. Don't want to minimize Isaiah Buggs, but man, we need a playmaker at the defensive tackle play spot. Aleem's getting there, might get there. Levi maybe was supposed to be that guy. Benito Jones, Demetrius, right? We don't have that defensive tackle. And I know it's hard to get. I know it's hard to find. And that's why, everybody wants a stud defensive tackle. But I think the Detroit Lions have the cap space this year to maybe go get one in free agency. So you look at free agency, and this is from PFF. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on these interior defensive linemen and who we might be able to get. And I'm going to look at just kind of the top guys, right? Like, let's make a splash. Let's go for it. So Javon Hargrave from the Philadelphia Eagles, good, productive, number one. PFF ranks him 30 years old to start the season. It's tough. It's tough to say, yeah, we're going to give you a 4-year deal or whatever, right? 30 years old, but at the same time, you're getting a veteran, big guy that can make plays. So you've got to make that balance, right? And that's the thing about free agencies. These guys are going to be old or expensive or both, but you're going to get something. You're going to get a guy with 9 years experience that plug and play can come in and impact your defense, maybe for a year, maybe for only 2 years, but you have to pay him for 4 years, right? So Hargrave, let me know your thoughts on that. Darren Payne, a lot of people like him. I like him as well. I think he's going to be going into his 5th year. He had 95 quarterback pressures since the start of 2021. So the last 2 seasons, that's 10th among interior defenders. Has almost a 12% pass rush win rate over that same span, which is very good for the inside. So he's a guy. What's interesting about him is he's still got some almost growth left in him. It's not like, well, hey, he's good. He is, but it's like he could still be even better. Maybe. What if you get him and he's even better? So that's why he comes in number 2 on PFF's ranking. He's a guy I would like as well. Delvin Tomlinson from the Vikings. We know we've seen him definitely a few times playing them, and he ranks 3rd in PFF's. Now, he had a little bit of injury stuff, but again, another guy that is a little bit cheaper, not the premier. I think these two are the top 2. I mean, they are the top 2, a little bit more expensive. Now you can start dropping into a little bit more affordable. And I would just love us to go ahead and get a defensive tackle in free agency. Dramonte Jones from the Broncos, Zach Allen, Arizona Cardinals. Now you're more in a manageable big veteran defensive tackle to go along with our guys up here in Aleem McNeil and Isaiah Buggs. Levi, we just can't count on him. I don't know the back thing. It kept him out all year. It's really his first 2 years. Who knows with backs? We're not like, all right, Levi's back. Isaiah, we're going to re-sign. Even if Levi's back, let's again say he's not, we really only have 2 defensive tackles. We need another guy. So if you really had somebody else, one of these guys, Sheldon Rankings, love him. So there's guys out there, is my point, that are just nice, solid. I would say the top 10 here are better without watching every single one. I don't know, but I think just from PFF's rankings and just by the way that these guys have played, the top 10 guys that are listed here are better than Isaiah Buggs. So you insert a starter. Isaiah Buggs is now a depth piece, goal line, short yardage, awesome, needs it, ends up playing a lot, right? Because, they're rotating. Those 3 guys are constantly rotating, any of these 3 guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe there's something I don't know about one of these guys. You let me know, because I always say it, but it was a good reminder. Craig and I read your comments. We may not respond to every single one, but we learn from you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on which guy on the defensive interior defensive lineman that would be a game changer for us. And boy, not even a game changer, just a nice depth piece. And I hope you know what I'm talking about when I say that. We need somebody that we can bring in and provides that depth, but also is a guy that can actually stop the run and really provide some help to Anzalone and Malcolm Rodriguez and any other linebacker that we pick up this offseason, because I think we're going to get a linebacker and a defensive tackle in free agency. I know we are, but it's where are we going to get them? Are we going to get one of these top defensive linemen, or are we going to get, a guy in a 1-year deal? I'm, sure Brad Holmes loves it. Probably had some injury history, right? Like, how aggressive are we going to be? Let's be aggressive when it comes to the defensive linemen. You have to go get them. Everybody wants them. I get it. We're not the only team that needs a defensive lineman, but go get a defensive lineman. Be aggressive. Find a defensive lineman that can come in and have a little splash and not do a 1-year, prove it. I don't know. We've got a little window here, so let's take advantage of it and grab a defensive lineman. Also, if we want to save money, I think that's where you do it with a defensive, or a linebacker or secondary. But if you're going to go spend it on the defensive line spot. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It just means that you're going to get, it's the red button right there. It just means you're going to get our latest videos as they come out and come right to you, because the offseason is going to be crazy. It's just about to kick off and can't wait for that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.